or just recording?
We're doing both, technically.
Oh.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the JH Show. We are back in a brand new location, brand new world, and we got the boys here. Ropai's in the house. Jaden's in the house.
Yo.
And yeah, this is exciting. I'm very excited. I kind of sat down for like 6 hours and built this world. Kind of just added some things and a couple, I don't know. I wanted a different environment than what we had last time. It was, it was cool, but I lost the original world files, so I wasn't able to do anything with it. So I was like, I'm going to make a brand new world. So here we are. Welcome back. This is the first VR podcast we've done in a long time, and I'm excited. So how we doing, Mr. Ropai? It's been a minute.
Doing great. Still alive and kicking. And can't wait for what this winter brings. A lot of events happening and all that good stuff.
Hell yeah. Rocking a nice red panda with a suit over there.
You know, I gotta look official, you know?
There you go. And Jaden, buddy, it's been a while since we've been hanging out. So
Yeah, it's been a really long time, but it's good to have you back, man. It's good to be back in VR with the JH Show podcast image in the background. I mean, there ain't no gigantic weed-ass table, but...
Yeah, we still got our weed. We got our weed behind you over there.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, and the boobs photo, bro. Let's fucking go, dude. That's a classic image.
Yep. That's awesome. So there's little things like that, and if you guys do want like any memes or anything that you want in the world.
By the way, when I said boobs, for those who don't know, I didn't mean a picture of titties. Like there aren't a picture of boobs over there. It's a meme. It's my face.
It's a
I had
meme.
to say that. I just realized. Yeah, it's not a just set of tits on the wall.
Yeah, it's.
I realized that might have been taken the wrong way. Understandably so.
Yeah. It's fun to be back, man. We haven't done this in a while, and it's so cool because it's what do you guys think of the new world? First off, Ropai, I guess.
I like these new seats. They're very comfortable.
Yeah.
Oh, I love these seats. They're very comfortable. So.
Hell yeah.
I like it. It's a good vibe. It's got the same like cozy elements, but it's got a little bit more of like a grown-up feel to it, a little more classy feel to it, while maintaining the charm of the JH Show podcast vibes. I like it.
Yeah, I went with because before we had like the long table with a bench behind it, and it was, I don't know, super jank, I thought, and we had like our name tags and shit, and I was like, it's kind of, weird to do a show in here and have name tags because then you have like arranged seating, and then if somebody's not there, or if you have a ton of people in the podcast, it's like, well, where do I sit? I'm not Jaden, you know what I mean? Like, so I was like, I'll leave that out this time.
It was a cool detail, but
yeah. I don't know that I just tried to keep it simplistic. I went with like a desktop background for our walls. It's like a super basic desktop background for the wall. And then, I was like, I'll throw up some posters and kind of, arrange just a simplistic style. I wanted, because I've seen a few podcasts that are very similarly laid out where you have like chairs like this, and microphones, and you just sit down and chat. So I was like, I want that kind of feel for the podcast in VR, and I think I nailed it. I think it looks awesome. I did some adjustments to the seats. They were massive. This asset, when I imported this, it was the size of this room. It was huge. It was like,
Jesus.
Why is it so big? Anyway, I shrunk it down to this size. Made some adjustments to that. Still have some adjustments to make, but yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it.
I think you did a good job.
I'm trying
Fine job.
to decide if I want to add like, I don't know, little assets where like these coffee cups, grabbable coffee cups, I don't know. Things like that. It's not really necessary, but it's kind of fun. We could throw in a bunch of little things, but
Do you
What?
think you can add like a Ropai Easter egg in here?
For sure. If you have
You
an
know we got to.
asset,
I
I
do.
will definitely do it. We
I
could
do.
literally put like a mini Ropai on the table over here. That'd be hilarious.
Definitely.
Be fun. Yeah. So the JH show, it's so funny because I wanted to do this podcast IRL in the van, and I actually did, but I only got one episode filmed. So I plan on doing more in the van because that's what I built the van for, was the podcast. And it's really cool to be like a mobile podcast studio in a way, but it also kind of lacked the element of I don't know. I need to like really improve it a little bit if I'm really gonna do it in a more efficient way in the van. But I've loved it. And for those of you that don't know, I went on tour this year. Fucking crazy. I got to see a lot of places. I didn't get to go all the places I wanted to, which sucked. But money was tight towards the end of it, so I had to turn around and head back. And it was what it was, but I still got to see so much shit and meet so many fucking cool people, and it was awesome. It was an experience that I definitely won't forget because I saw I don't even know where to begin as far as like the whole of the experience, like explaining everything, but it was really cool. It was really cool. So getting to do the tour and then coming back home and just living a little bit of life here and enjoying it, and coming back to VR was a bit of a different experience for me because everything kind of changed in a way. I mean, there's a lot of new communities. There's a lot new happening. VR chat itself had updated a bunch of stuff since I'd last been in here. And it was a different like dynamic, it seemed, when I came back. So, but it's still VR chat. It's still great. And we're still here. So, Jaden, what have you been up to recently? I mean, anything fun?
I would say the most fun that I've been having lately is kind of just doing more voiceover stuff. Like, I don't know if I will shamelessly plug it, but I'm a part of a audio drama on Spotify, and I've got a Tumblr page where I like role play as my character from the show, and just to like build community hype and like give them content in between episode releases, and that's a lot of fun for me. And then also the Midnight Food Run YouTube shorts. I get
Oh
to
yeah,
play an FBI agent who works for Area 51, and their little
Yeah,
animated
that's
shorts.
cool.
It's so cool. And yeah, that's pretty much what I've been working on. Trying to stay busy with voiceover stuff. Trying to build a
that's really
career
cool.
doing that.
That's so
But
cool. You got the
yeah,
voice
still in the
for it.
early
You've got
stages.
the voice for it. So, that's really cool. It's one thing that I've thought about delving into is like
Fuck, I think I'm lagging. Can y'all
voice
hear me?
acting. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, he might be lagging in world a little bit. No, you're fine. Yeah, you look fine. Yeah. You got
okay.
the J's on his feet, or those L's. I don't know what those are. They're upside down. It's
Oh,
a
these I think are. I actually don't know. This is a quest friendly avatar, so I didn't make it. I got it from somebody. They were probably supposed to be Nike, but
yeah, it is what it is. They're cool though. They're sweet. I like it.
Yeah,
Picasso.
so shoes from Timu.
Yeah.
That's right. I
yeah,
got the
Temu
Temu ones.
shoes,
That's
dude.
them Timu Nikes.
Oh man. God, there's so much crazy shit happening in our world technologically. I was having a conversation with somebody in VR chat the other night at a hypothetical event. And we got to talking about where VR is currently. And they made a really good point and like a comparison that we're at the Ready Player One stage where we've pretty much, with exception of like the haptic feedback suits, which are in the works. They're available, but they're super clunky right now. But they're available. Like, we're at that point. So we're at the Ready Player One level of VR. I don't, there's not so much the element of the Oasis where you can like compete to get money and all of that stuff. That's not quite there. I mean, there is an element of that a little bit with VR chat, because you could play games that have, you know, that dynamic or whatever in it, and I think that's really cool. But that's why I love VR chat, because it's so different. It's not just one thing where you're competing. It's not like a Call of Duty where you know what it is going into it, you know. VR chat's so cool because it's so vast and different. You can literally do what we're doing right now and do a podcast in VR, you know. So it's such a cool creative platform, but we're in a really, really cool place where we're at that era of technology, and it's wild. Have you seen Ready Player One, Jaden?
I actually haven't ever seen that movie.
What?
It comes across my
That's one
like
of my
feeds a
favorites.
lot.
It's incredible.
I've heard it's great. It was super hyped up when it came out, and for whatever reason, that always turns me off.
Really?
And I just never got around to watching it. But yeah, I
Oh
really
my
don't have
God.
a good excuse for not watching it.
Well,
I've seen bits
I
and
think-
pieces, but
yeah,
I think you should definitely take the time to watch that movie.
yeah,
And
I
if
agree.
you don't like it,
is
you
there a
don't like
second one?
No, just the first.
No.
So I wouldn't
They
be
made
signing
it
up for a whole bunch
No,
of
no, it's
Okay,
just
I
one.
can
There's
deal
no
with
whole
one movie.
Yeah.
trilogy. Yeah.
Okay,
there's none
I
of
could
that.
do that.
It's a banging. It's awesome when it comes to like VR and the community of VR. I think it's probably number one as far as like the representation of people that actually play this on a regular basis. I think it's really good at that, and it gives like a really good example of, you know, creative freedom. The whole world is really cool. It's kind of based in a what would you say, Ropai? A not so much dystopian future, kind of a dystopian future. I don't know.
Yeah, kind of like that. But I think the coolest thing about that movie, it had a lot of nostalgia in it. It
Yeah,
had a lot of
Oh.
cartoon characters, a lot of characters from movies that you've seen since you were a kid, or you know,
yeah,
I was born in like '93, so there's a lot of stuff that they had in there that you usually don't see anymore, which
yep,
is really
Hmm.
cool.
yep.
So,
Yeah, that was a cool element. Definitely nostalgia feel to it, and so yeah, that's definitely one you get. We'll have to have movie night or something and watch it. That'd be fun. But yeah, so I had that conversation with some of the peeps from one of the hypothetical events, talking about like where we're at technologically, and then I think within the next 5 years, with the way that technology is advancing. First off, we got AI, which is fucking crazy. My mom doesn't understand AI at all. She's like, so you can ask your phone a question and it'll tell you the answer? And I'm like, yeah, kind of, you know. You got to be skeptical about everything, you know, but it does its best to give you the best answer possible. So she's like, well, what can I try it? So I had her use Gemini, the Google version, and she was asking it questions like, you know, why is Garth Brooks, or not Garth Brooks, why is George Strait one of the most prolific country artists of all time? And then it gave her this super long answer, and she's like, "Wow, that's crazy! It knows all that." And I'm like, "Yeah, it just pretty much scans the internet and then pulls a consensus of it." And she's like, "That's so cool." I'm like, "Yeah, it's technology, man. What the fuck?"
the future is now, old man.
the future.
It's-
Speaking of AI, the other morning when I went to go get a biscuit at a restaurant called Bojangles, they actually use an AI system to take your order.
That's
You go
crazy.
How
to the
was that
drive-thru.
experience?
Yeah.
It was pretty fucking wild. I had to ask the person at the window. I was like, "Is that really AI?" And they were like, "Yeah." So you pretty much speak what you want for the order. Like if you're ordering a steak biscuit with a small order of bow rounds and a sweet tea or something like that, it'll actually take your order and repeat that order back to you and say, "Is that all? Is that all that you would like today? Or is that all for your order?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Okay, this is such and such amount, and see you around at the window or whatever." It's like, I was like, "Okay."
Hmm.
That's
It's weird.
wild. Yeah.
It's pretty insane. I have seen videos of people who will like go to a Taco Bell one, and they'll be like, "Can I have like 18,000 water cups?" And it'll like break the system, and then someone will, like a real person will have to come over and be like, "What can I help you with?" You know.
Oh man.
So I just wonder, like, if people are trying to, because what I've noticed about all this new AI implementation is it's all still pretty much like the same kind of AI,
Yeah.
And like the Tesla cars. I don't know if y'all have seen those videos where the Tesla car AI is absolutely freaked the fuck out. Like it will try to role play like the dirtiest kind of adult type of situation with you while you're driving. Like it's a car. How did we get it to do that? You know what I'm saying? Like it shouldn't be able to do that. So I just wonder how people are trying to mess with AI like in all the professional
Yeah.
environments of today.
I wonder.
Because we will. That's one
Oh,
thing we
yeah.
do. We just like to fuck shit up.
Oh yeah. I mean, they. What's crazy, and it's just, I'll be scrolling through TikTok and get ads for, do you want an AI slut? I'm like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? It's the most, at random times I'll be sitting in the kitchen scrolling through TikTok and my mom's cooking something and, come get your AI girlfriend now. And my mom's like, well, that sounds interesting. My God, damn it. Like, why? And it's not, and it's not just my phone. It's everybody. You can't avoid it. My dad. Here's the thing. My dad loves YouTube Shorts. He has fallen in love with the YouTube Shorts. So he'll be scanning through, and those ads will come through. He'll just skip them, because we've gotten used to just skipping them. But it's everywhere. It's so crazy. That's just like slammed in your face. And years ago, you had to search for porn. Now it's just thrown at us everywhere.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Or just sexual content in general. When I was a kid, you had to search for it or go try and find it, And
Yep.
now it's just everywhere. Sexual stuff is everywhere. And it's like, what is this doing? I really worry about the long-term side effects of using AI because it's not good. It is not good. I think like we rely on it so much for like kids nowadays are going to rely on it so much for learning things. They're not even going to learn anything because they're just using AI to figure out the answers
Right.
to all their questions. So it
is very true.
screws their brains,
They don't think for themselves, They weren't raised to rely on their resourcefulness to get shit done. They're like, no matter
Yeah.
what, I can just use ChatGPT. It's fine.
I can,
like I hear that.
I can remember the days when we'd think about AI and that was just shit you seen in movies, and now it's like an actual thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of, to me, it's really creepy. I've got a friend that is building his own AI, and he's got a whole separate computer built solely for that AI. And he likes to run that account sometimes in his server and tag me with a robotic eye and tease me with it, and I'm just like, just get it away from me.
That's crazy. It's automation is probably going to be the downfall. Well, not so much the downfall of the human race, but it could be. I think automation is going to be definitely a factor in our decline as far as like our superiority in a way of like control of the system, if you want to call it that. I don't know. These are all just hypothetical thoughts, but I worry it's going to get to the point where, so like I worked at Amazon in 2022, and when I was there, they had robots. They were just like a Roomba with a giant stack on it that you would put all the packages in, and then it would take it over to the truck and like sort it out. But now Amazon's laying off hundreds of thousands of people nationwide, globally too, because they're having these robots that are AI controlled learn how to do everything from packaging everything to sorting everything alphabetically to, it's all machine done. And so it takes that human element completely out of the factor. So, I worry at some point that we're going to get to the point where we're no longer needed to do most of the stuff that we need to do, But again, all hypothetical. I don't know. It's crazy. But technology is still an amazing thing. I think so. Quantum computing is another thing that's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. We're at 12th generation CPUs. Actually, I think it's technically 15 now. The 15th generation CPU is out now. Fucking crazy. My computer's a 7th gen, so it's outdated already. My mom's like, well, how can it be outdated? It's a computer. Mom, I won't be able to run anything shortly, Like, I'll be able to do basic tasks, but if I want to play a game in 2030, this computer's going to have to be updated. Like, I've got to upgrade or it's not going to work. So,
Yeah, I'm usually always about a year behind,
yeah.
but I feel like that's the best way to do it because you get the computer parts that are going on sale, and even though that you're a year behind, you're still able to run and somewhat keep up with whatever's come out.
Right.
I feel like that's the best way to do it. I feel like if you're one of those that buys the newest up to date parts constantly, that's just spending money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. I think I'm gonna wait, save up some money, and then I'm gonna rebuild a 12th gen computer just so I've got one. But I am actually saving most of my money for a trip to Florida. This is some new news. There's an event that I have been invited to go be a part of that is also in tandem the same week as Ultra. So Ultra Miami, and then the week of Ultra Miami, because Ultra Miami is the weekend that the event I'm going to is taking place, and it's all in the same location. So I'm going to be around. I'm going to be around a lot of talent, and I'm pretty excited about that. So that'll be in March, and then March 24th through the 26th, I think, is what it is, something like that. And it's crazy. I got the invite a couple days ago, and I was like, holy shit, this is sweet. I'm going to fucking Miami. Yeah.
I've
So
always wanted to go there.
it's going to be really cool. I am saving my money for the hotel room as well as like travel and whatever else, because the essentially my entry into their event is already taken care of, but I have to get everything else. And in Miami, shit's expensive. So I'm like, well, fuck. Okay. I'll go. I'm gonna love fucking hanging out with all these fucking famous DJs and shit and meeting all these big executives. There's gonna be so many music executives at this convention, as well as the festival they've got going. And then you have Ultra that weekend, so everybody's gonna be in town. So I'm excited. I am so excited. But it's man, it's one of those things that I'm like, I'm glad I'm going, but God, I wish I wish that it wasn't so fucking expensive. Like, shit is so expensive. It's outrageously expensive. Why? I don't know. The fuck. Yeah.
Gonna have to do a lot of elbow bumping while you're there.
Yeah. I'm gonna definitely do some.
I want to see pictures.
Oh yeah. You guys know Rob Roman's voice? Well, it's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's the one that is going to be doing.
Oh,
We're
shit.
sharing an Airbnb together, so that'll be fun. Yep.
That's crazy.
Gnarly.
Rob Roman's voice.
Yep. You're in the
Yeah,
mix.
That's a good guy.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I will actually be back on their podcast in December. Well, I've still got to secure the spot, but I think it's going to be December, just before GearFest happens. It might even be January, but and that's another thing we could talk about. GearFest 2026 is in the works already. It's gonna be fucking crazy. This
be lit.
year is, every year it gets bigger, and every year it just bigger and better. We're going with like an icy tundra theme this year, so super frozen, Icelandic icicles everywhere. It's gonna be really sweet. So imagine like the map we had last year, giant gears and shit everywhere, but frozen. It's gonna be awesome.
So frozen in time.
Yeah, pretty much. It's really cool to be the curator of, and somebody said this the other day, and it was like, it made me blush. I was like, oh, stop it. Stop. Stop it. They were like, you realize you're now like one of the biggest festivals in VR chat, right? And I was like, no. And they're like, yeah, you're like in the top 10 now of like continual, like you're still going. Like a lot of festivals kind of are one-offs or a couple years and then they die off. So you're like in the top 10. I'm like, stop it. I'm not. No, stop it. I'm like, I'm not. I'm not in the Premier League of VR festivals. And they're like, yeah, you are. I'm like, oh, stop it. Okay, fine, fine. All right, I'll take that as a compliment. But it is really cool. We still have to decide on the charity this year for this year's Gear Fest. We're trying to aim for something global so that we can have that outreach globally, because we've done nationally like the past 3 years, but we haven't done anything global, and so that's what I'm going to aim for this coming year. I'm going to switch over to orange so nobody joins me because I was on blue. But yeah, GearFest is going to be sweet. I'm very honored to be doing it again. It's just crazy. The development team we have in place this year is like godly powerful. They're going to be doing so much stuff this year. To quote Vesturo, who's one of our development leads, he goes, "Listen, Gearbolt, we're going to do fancy shit for GearFest this year." And I was like, okay. I'm like, all right. You take it away. I'm just the name at this point. So, yeah.
You're the poster child.
Yeah, exactly. But, yeah, what do you think? I mean, Ropai, both of you have been there for all 3 years. What's something you're looking forward to versus like something that I don't know. What are your expectations, or like what are you looking forward to? I don't know.
I mean, I'm looking forward to meeting all the new people, especially the newer communities are going to be involved with this event this time, or next event, and getting to work with my mod team again. Love it. We were a well-oiled machine the last event we had, and yeah, and I'm excited to be raising some money for charity again.
It's pretty cool.
Definitely.
Yeah. And Jaden, you're kind of on the end of like the user experience. Like you get to enjoy the festival, So on your end, like what's something you're either looking forward to or your expectations, all that.
Well, what I won't do to Ropai this time that I think I did 2 years ago was try to wear an avatar that wasn't, green or whatever the rule was at the time, because he caught my ass immediately.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, we'll be watching, buddy.
Dude, Ropai's always sharp as a tack. But anyway, dude, what I love most is the idea that somebody that I met on a random VR chat night has this very real, very widely popular like festival that's like taking place yearly in VR chat now, and just seeing how your influence is kind of interwoven throughout everything, like the world, especially last year's world.
Oh yeah,
like that was my first sticker I ever had in this game, was the GearFest sticker.
Yeah,
and
wait, where is it? I've got the sticker and I've got the emoji, but yeah, go on.
It's just cool to see, a friend of mine who I've known for a couple years have just this really big thing that belongs to them, from them. It was your idea and you made it happen, and it's gained a lot of traction, and that's just really surreal to me. So as someone who just comes to enjoy and is a donor of these charities, I mean, it's just great to see how big it's getting and how people enjoy it and all the traction it's getting. And I know, being on the development side, that's got to be a really hype time of year for y'all, getting together and making shit happen that people can participate in.
Oh yeah.
And you can hang your hat on it. That's something you kind of brought to life, and I just think that's really cool. But yeah, also the DJs are good. It's always a good vibe every time I've gone. It's free.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see who we have on the lineup this.
Oh
this
man, dude, God, the pressure. So I create the lineup every year, and God, the pressure this year is crazy. It's crazy. There's so many DJs that want to be in it, and it's like, it's tough because we've only got 32 slots, and it's like I can fill that in an afternoon easy. It's just, for me, I'm trying to decide if I want to lay it out like night by night, where we have one genre every single night. I don't like doing that because it's you just kind of get tired of hearing, and there could be a lot of overlap that way, you know, where somebody plays a song and you've heard it 3 times that night because it's all a drum and bass night, you know. So I kind of leave it open, but there's so much pressure on my end just trying to pick the DJs because I've already had just today alone I've had like 8 DJs ask about signups for it, and I'm like, there aren't signups technically. You just put all your info in the channel, I'll go through everything, and then I'll decide if you're fit for the lineup, you know, which is, you know, they can love it or hate it, but that's how I've ran it, and that's how I prefer running it because it's my show. It's my fucking event. So, you know, it's cool. And I just the factor of, and it's one thing that I pushed last year very heavily was it's not about Gearbolt and his festival. I want the charity to be front and center. And we did awesome last year. It was crazy. $5,500. What is that, bro? Crazy. We've raised over the past 3 years, we've raised close to $8,000 for charities in, you know, all over, and that is so cool. And we'll see how we do this year. You know, and we always set a simple goal. $1,000 is our starting goal, and it's such an easy, you know, I say easy to hit, but it's crazy how fast people fucking hit that last year. It blew me away. Within the first, I think, 3 hours, we were already at $1,100, and I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What are we doing? Scoot's like, all right, raise it to $1,500, and fucking hit that by the end of the night. And I was like, Jesus Christ. It just goes to show that, like, people care, and it was awesome, you know, to have my brand, if you want to call it that, attached to this, like you were saying, Jaden, this thing of, like, this giant festival. It's a giant thing that people are starting to enjoy, you know, to see every year. It's like an annual thing they're looking forward to being a part of every year, which is really cool and humbling for me. And it's wild that it even happened, you know, because it's like my birthday, you know, of all things, my birthday, and we do it every year on my birthday. So it's one thing I look forward to, you know. I could do an IRL event for my birthday or, you know, whatever, but I prefer, you know, giving my special day, if you want to call it that, to the community and everybody else. So, yeah. Have a drink here. Hold on. Cheers, guys. If you're having a drink, I'm sipping on some Dr. Pepper cream soda. So
I've been almost 3 weeks sober from drinking soda. So
well, good. I'm now standing. Oh God. There we go.
yeah.
Yeah. So I haven't talked about it on the podcast. I talked about it on my YouTube channel a little bit. My dad had a heart attack, and
Oh shit.
yeah, it was pretty scary. He and I were doing jerky. We just got a deer during the deer hunt, and we let it dry for like 8 days or 6 or 8 days. I can't remember, but we were starting to cut it up and grind it into burger for jerky, and we were in the kitchen, and he went pale, and he grabbed his chest and was like, I don't feel so good. I was like, sit down. He you know, because it was super scary. I was like, sit down. At that time, I didn't know it was a heart attack, but I knew something was wrong. So I just had him sit down. I got him some water, and then he was fine. I checked his heart rate. Everything was fine. You know, and the next day he didn't really do a whole lot. I had work, so I wasn't home. But then the day after that, I think it was a Sunday morning, he's sitting on the computer, and he runs to the bathroom and started throwing up. And I was like, something's wrong. So I told my mom, I was like, you got to get him to the hospital. Something's up. So that Monday at like noon, they went over to the hospital, and then the doctor immediately was like, okay, we need to get you to a better hospital that has a lot more equipment for this. So they rushed him up north, got him to a bigger hospital, and they did a bunch of tests and an angiogram and checked his heart, and sure enough, there was an 88% blockage over one of his arteries and a 60% blockage over another. So
Jeez.
they went in and put in a stent, and then they're gonna monitor the other, and just keep him on monitor, like, make sure his health's okay and everything. So, but it was a scare. It was a big scare because, like my dad, he's heavier set, and up to recently, he didn't really exercise a lot. So he'd just sit and watch movies, and eat and just not so much pig out, but in a sense, just hang out and not really do a lot physically. And if you're not dieting correctly and you're heavier set, your heart's going to work harder to get that muscle around. And like, so, it scared us. It scared our whole family. And like, we're glad he's still doing good and, on the mend. And like, it was crazy. It was just crazy. And it just goes to show, like, we only get one body. We got to take care of it, exercise and diet correctly. And I say that as I'm sipping on a Dr. Pepper, but I like to go for runs and exercise and all of that. And it's just one of those things. We've got one body. We got to take care of it. And it's crazy how something like that, a heart attack, can just make a person that you've known your entire life just not be there anymore. That's crazy. And Jaden, you were saying something about your mom had a kind of a similar thing, or what was?
Yeah, we were at a family getaway, like a family vacation with like my extended family a couple years ago. I want to say probably 3 or 4 years ago. And anyway, she was just sitting at the dinner table chatting with her sisters, and she's like, "Oh, that's weird. Like I don't know what that was, but I don't remember. She said her arm went numb or what, but basically she didn't think it was nothing serious. She
Right.
just felt something was off. And anyway, she, I guess, had some more symptoms as the days went on, because she did end up going and getting her heart checked out, and the doc was like, "Yeah, you 100% had a heart attack."
That's
But
crazy.
that's so terrifying that you
Yeah.
might not even know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's scary to me.
I think that's the same way with like strokes too. Sometimes you don't even know you
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
it until you either see a doctor. It could be a regular checkup or whatever, and then they could say, "Hey, I think you
Yeah.
got a
Yeah.
stroke."
It's wild
Pretty
that, yeah, like you were
I hate
saying.
to hear that happen to y'all's family like that.
Yeah, it's
I hope,
crazy.
speedy
Thankfully,
recovery.
our parents are still here, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why it's that's why they say you got to enjoy every moment that you got.
Yep. Yeah, and it's crazy. My he'll be 65 this December, so he's on the younger side and the doctor's saying, yeah, when it comes to hearts, you're on the younger side, so you want to stay as healthy as you can. And it's like, that's crazy. 65, your average lifespan, it's gone up. The average person's life expectancy's gone up as we get more technologically advanced, and that's really cool. And it's just crazy that something that simple, and like you said, you may not even know, it could just make you not be there anymore. And it's like, holy cow. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's real.
But yeah, so little bit of a scare, but he's doing good. We're doing good. He's still here and rolling. He and I today chopped up a bunch of wood and got it stacked, and yeah, we're doing good. I just I worry, and it's just one thing that we're watching now. Mom is up his butt about the diet thing now. She's like, you can't have this and this and this, and he's like, oh, you're cutting out all my favorites. She's like, you're gonna die on me. We can't have any of that. So but yeah, no, it's good. He's doing good. I think the one thing that I'm gonna miss in the house is salt. They've taken all the salt out of the house. Like anything with sodium, they've completely gotten rid of. And I'm like, well, not completely. He can have like 1,000 milligrams a day of salt, but that's the limit. So my mom took all our like table salt and got rid of it and has replaced it with a fake salt. And I was like, hey, pour some of that in my hand. I want to try it. It's terrible. It's so bad. Oh, it's like just not even salt. I don't know. I think it's made from celery too, so it's just it's not great. But It is what
Well,
it is.
bless your mom for trying.
Yeah.
She very well might be the reason he hangs around
Oh
longer
yeah.
than he would have.
Oh, she definitely will be. If not for my mom, I don't think this house would be as oh, I think. I know this house would be a mess. It would be a mess. Not so much in a physical like aspect, but like everything just would be, cuz men are just not good organizers. We can try, but it's just not in our DNA to unless you're wired that way. Most of us just don't care. So but yeah. No, things are good. Good as far as that goes. So yeah, on other note, I've been staying up late working on my album. It is my 5th studio album. It is 20 tracks long. It is huge. It is the biggest undertaking musically that I've ever had. It's not an astronomical task in the fact that like I can't do the work. It's just staring at all of the work that's ahead of me seems like it's crazy. There's so much that I have to do to, get it all put out. And I know it won't be done till next spring, maybe even later, but I'm really taking my time with it. When I was on tour, I think the number one thing people were telling me, whether it was DJs or club promoters or even producers that I was around, was just clean up the production of it. It's good, but it needs to be a tighter sound. It needs to be a cleaner sound, and focus on that, and you'll be very successful. So I've been really meticulous in getting that tightened up and working on making the sound as clean as I can. And it's really cool that like I've had that feedback from industry professionals, and the experience of being around the industry really has helped me improve not only my DJing, which is crazy because when I went on tour, I was like, I'm the king shit of DJing. I know everything there is to know, with that mindset. Then I go out on tour and I get to meet all these DJs that have a different style and dynamic, and they have so much different habits or tendencies when they're mixing, and I learn so much when it comes to just DJing alone, not even music production, but just DJing, because there's so much talent out there that I got to share stages with and do back-to-backs with and play and just all over the place. And I learned a lot. I grew a lot, and that experience I could never. I love it. I love it. I just. What's the word? I wouldn't trade it for the world. I wouldn't trade anything for that experience. I loved it. So it taught me a lot. I really, really learned a lot more about like different genres and stuff. I know Ropai likes techno, and I've been kind of
my heart
delving
and
into
soul.
that. I really kind of want to lean into techno and drum and bass. There's a lot of that I haven't touched for a while, but lately I've been playing a lot of funky disco house. I love it. God, that shit's fun.
That stuff is good too.
Yeah, it's just God, it gets people moving. So yeah, doing a lot and learning a lot as far as that goes. Okay, I gotta ask, Jaden, have you played Claire Obscure Expedition 33?
I've never even heard that combination of words before.
Oh my God. Ropai, have you played it?
No, but I've seen you play it.
Holy shit. When I tell you, I haven't played a game this good since Skyrim. It's incredible. I think it's only $40 on Steam, so if you guys that are listening, or even you guys here, if you want to get it, please get it. It is going to win Game of the Year. It has to win Game of the Year. The first 15 minutes of that game had me in tears. I was so caught off guard by the intro. The music is phenomenal. The music just is like the bow on top of everything. It is so good. And it is made by a French development company called Sandfall Productions. They're super indie. They only have like, it's kind of funny that they have like 30, I think they have closer to 60 in developers now, but when they started, they had 33. there was a bunch of 33s being thrown around when they were in development, early development. So the name kind of got changed into Claire Obscure Expedition 33, 33 being the 33 people that helped start that project. But super small production company, and they nailed it. This is the funnest game I've played since Skyrim. It sucked me in. There's an open world aspect to it. It is a role-playing game that you fall in love with these characters so fast, and the world is gorgeous. It's so vast and massive. I mean, like the skylight here, like this skyline is very similar to stuff you'll see in the game where it's just huge. It's so cool. And I think the thing that really just pulled me in is the story aspect of it, because I'm a big story nut. I love good story-driven games, and this one has it. It just has it. It's like I said, within the first 15 minutes of the game, I was in tears. They've nailed it. So if you guys get the chance, definitely play it. Claire Obscure Expedition 33. It's incredible. I hope it wins Game of the Year. I hope it wins Soundtrack of the Year, or Game Soundtrack of the Year. It's awesome. It follows, without spoiling anything, I'll kind of give the rundown of it. There is this world that is essentially, it's not dystopian, it's modern, but there is essentially this giant monolith that has these giant glowing numbers on it. And in the beginning of the game, it starts with the number 34. And there is this goddess, essentially, this giant character. She's huge. She's like massive, 60 feet tall or something like that. But she is essentially the god of the world. And at the beginning of the game, that number, the 34, she wipes it down and writes a 33 on the pillar. And it's counting down years. So I'm not going to go any further than that, because we're getting to spoiler territory, but it is crazy. Just crazy. The whole of the world is just gorgeous. It's so cool. They have different areas that are just well developed and built. The team that put it together, they started it when they had I'm trying to think of the software that they used. Not Unity, but Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine 4 was what they began that project on. And then Unreal Engine 5 came out, and it completely changed the game. Like, for all developers that were developing games and movies and whatever else, Unreal Engine changed so much. So they scrapped all their old concept and started fresh with Unreal Engine 5. And 6 years later, they crush this game out, and it is gorgeous. It is so good. And I can't give it enough praise. It is awesome. It is all I've thought about since I started playing it. It came out about 5 months ago, but I didn't really get it until it was on sale on Steam one day. My buddy bought it, and he's like, "You've got to play this. You have to play this game. It's incredible." And he's a gamer nut. He plays more games than I ever will. I think he's got 1,100 games on his Steam library. He plays so many games, and he's like, "You got to play this. This is incredible." So I looked at it. I watched him play it a little bit, and I was like, this graphically, is so pretty. It's so pretty. And I was like, okay, that drew me in a little bit. So $40 too for a game that is incredible. I was like, $40, I'll spend $40. I wanted to play something new. And like I said, within the first 15 minutes, I was in tears. The music just added to that. It was just incredible. So Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Check it out. Check it out.
You want to know another great game?
What's that?
Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh my God. Are they still around?
I'm just joking. I'm joking.
Are they still around?
Today's stream is brought to you by
Yeah,
Raid Shadow
God.
Legends.
Hashtag not ad. I've
Actually,
been playing the hell out of Arc Raiders.
oh yeah, how is that? I don't even know anything about that, but
It is a masterpiece. A masterpiece of WTF moments, and it's just a great time. You get to meet people on there. It's crossplay. which is really cool. I always like it when that happens because I feel like you get to meet more people. I
Yeah.
feel like PC people don't really talk as much. That makes sense. But the game's a great experience. I can't wait to see what else they come out with the game or for the game.
That's cool. Is it tied in with the other Ark series, like Ark Survival or whatever?
No. Has nothing to do with
Nothing
that.
to do with that. Okay.
Nothing to do with that. This is a open world uh, extraction shooter.
Oh, okay. That's kind of
So
cool.
it has proximity chat, all that stuff.
That's always fun. Cool. Yeah, I've heard good things about that one. Hollow Knight, Silk Song came out. That I loved the Hollow Knight series. I love platformers, so I've got a very soft spot in my heart for platformers. So that's a really cool one that came out. There's a lot of good games that came out this year, but I think Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is at the top for me. It's incredible. So recommend it to everybody. What have you been playing, Jaden? Anything fun?
No, not really. I pretty much am like the world's pickiest gamer ever.
Yeah.
And so I will play the hell out of a game until I've got thousands of hours, and I'm not even enjoying myself. I'm just playing it because it's familiar.
Right.
But Rivals, I've been playing a little bit of Rivals. I played Megabonk for a while.
Oh yeah,
That one was
dude,
pretty recent.
Megabunk's great. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a fun time.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, Megabunk's great.
It's like
it's an arcade.
yeah, it's like a $10 game.
Yeah, it's an arcade
Oh, okay,
style
okay.
where like top down. It's kind of hard to explain. It's super fun though. My buddy Traven actually plays that a lot. I think he got in the top 2% in the world. This was early on
Jesus.
though. Yeah, early on. I think within the first 2 months of it being released, he was in the top 2% or something like that of players in the world. But now that more people have started to play it, he's like in the top 14% or something now. But he plays the shit out of that, and it's super fun. That's a fun one. That's funny you mentioned Megabunk.
Yeah, I'll just sit there and scan Steam like their inventory forever trying to find something new and
Yeah.
but other than that, I played Clover Pit for a while.
Not familiar with that one.
It's like a roulette, like a not a roulette. It's like a lottery machine, roguelike game where
Oh.
if you don't hit a quota, you die.
Oh, okay.
And so
Oh shit.
it's pretty fun. I mean, it was good. Definitely worth. I think it was like another $10 game.
Yeah.
Me and my buddy were seeing who could get a higher score. You know, a little friendly competition, but it's pretty good.
That's
But
good.
I'm literally the last person to ask about video games. I'm just so out of the loop.
Yeah. Gaming's great. We're in a really fun time when it comes to gaming because there's so much cool shit just being developed. And it kind of ties back into like the technological advances. Gaming's gonna get crazy. Technology's gonna get crazy. I think the one thing I'm probably looking forward to, I don't know, like there's phones in like God, I think it's Total Recall where it's like a holographic screen. There's not even anything in there. It's just a frame, but it's all holographic. That shit is something I would love to see, But I'll stick with my Samsung Note 20 Ultra, it's my Note 20 Ultra. Super cool. I really like this phone because it's got the stylus. The pen is really cool, and yeah, it's
I've been enjoying my iPhone,
iPhone
really great.
user. You got the new one,
especially
didn't
when
you?
I take pictures. Not the 17. I got the 16 Pro
Oh, okay.
Max, but
All right.
I don't see a very big difference in between both phones.
Yeah, my phone, the reason I got the Note 20, not just because of the pen, but there is a 8K camera built into it, as well as a 50 times optical zoom camera on it. So, where most phones are standardly 30, this one has a 50 times zoom lens, which is wild. But really cool. Really cool. What kind of phone you got, Jaden?
I also have the 16 Pro or whatever
Oh,
it is.
okay.
Not it's the regular size one. It ain't the big one, but it's the Pro.
Yeah, I've got the big one.
Apple users.
I lost my phone floating down the river, and I was like,
Oh,
"Shit,
really?
I gotta
Damn.
get me another phone." Yeah, and then some dude, I guess, who runs like a scuba diving business, somehow found it, and it was in one of them waterproof bags.
Yeah.
So he was able to get it back to me, and I got
Oh,
like
that's cool.
$400 off my new phone. But
That's
yeah,
really cool. There you go. That's awesome. Yeah, so I mean, we're about ready to wrap up. What do you guys, I mean, we got a few minutes. Anything you want to chat about? Any fun topics?
Oh, did you see the Steam machine or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're handheld.
I mean, I'm hearing great things about it. No, it's a console.
Oh, is it? I seen they released
Yeah, it looks like a
handheld,
GameCube,
I
like it's a
think
square.
I was talking to somebody about it earlier today, and they said pretty much they think it's going to be just like having a PS5. It'd be the equivalent
Oh,
of
really?
that. But the key thing about it is that you can use the stuff that they're coming out with, the controller, the VR headset, and the neat thing about the VR headset is you don't have to play VR games on the VR headset.
Huh.
Yeah, I
You
see
play
it
regular games. Yeah.
That's cool.
And you can also use an Xbox, PS4, or whatever kind of controller with it too, like on the Steam machine, which I thought was cool. And you get free online multiplayer. Unlike consoles, I think you have to pay for it. But
Yeah.
And
yeah, a lot
another
of people
cool
are saying-
feature. Another cool feature is the SSD slots they're putting in.
yeah,
The headset, the system, and that sort of thing.
That is pretty wild.
looks pretty promising if they don't price
Yeah.
it out of the consumer.
Yeah. God, that's the biggest problem with everything right now is it's fucking expensive as shit.
Yep.
I don't understand it. The phone I have when it came out, this Note 20 Ultra, when it came out was $1,300, brand new, and I picked one up because it came out in 2020 and it was $1,300. Then we're in 2025. I picked it up for $160, second hand. But like, it's so crazy that the price drops off that much, you know?
Yeah, it was like a 10%. It was like a 90% off purchase.
Yeah,
I think it would drive both of you crazy if you knew how much I paid for my phone.
1,300.
No.
No.
Did you buy it new?
Yeah, brand spanking new from the AT&T store. Traded my phone in, got $1,000 off of my new phone, and only had to
Okay.
pay $200.
Hey, that's not bad at
wow.
all. That's not bad at all.
So-
You got a hell of a lot more for your phone than they
Yeah.
gave me at
Oh.
Verizon.
Oh yeah.
Verizon's a
Oh yeah.
god. I
Shout
hate
out
Verizon.
to AT&T. Sponsor me, please.
Sponsor me. Yeah, dude. Verizon.
I get a good phone signal from them too. I mean, I know there's a lot
Yeah.
of people saying T-Mobile's good, but Verizon's always screwed me over on stuff. But AT&T,
Yep.
they've been pretty solid so far.
Yeah, Verizon's ticked me off to the point I'll never work with them again. I say that as I'm using Mint Mobile, which uses Verizon towers, but oh well. They're cheaper, and I don't know. Verizon is just Verizon. I don't know. It is what it is. To each their own. I think, I don't know. We're going to get chips all put in our heads, and we'll all be able to connect and communicate without language barriers within the next 5 years. So, fuck it. Nothing matters.
Ain't nobody putting a chip in me.
Fuck.
Mm-mm.
That's what I'm saying.
Shit.
Over my dead body.
Oh, my body. We
Yeah.
got chips. Our phones have chips. They've pretty much already got us. You know what I mean?
Unless it makes me shorter or gives me infinite brain power.
Sorry, why do you want to be
Energy.
shorter?
I'm completely. I'm tired of being tall.
Uh.
Everybody asks me, "Hey, do this, do that. Hey, can you grab this? You grab that."
I'm short. I'm 5'6", so I yeah. It's
I'm
not.
like 6'2", so
How tall are you, Jane?
I'm 5'9".
Oh, okay. God, all my friends are taller than me.
I wish I had small feet too. I'm tired of having big feet.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that's big that you wish was smaller and you want to share, Ropot?
I wish I had a bigger something. But,
These
we can't
nuts.
discuss that on the podcast.
Fuck it. Fuck it.
Hey, I'm trying to be somewhat I can't even say the
syllable?
word.
Civil?
Yeah, civil here, but
Fuck it, I don't give a shit. Of course, we are live. If we weren't live, I wouldn't really care. I don't know. It's so fun doing the podcast in the van because I can pretty much do whatever and then edit it out post, you know? Doing it live like this, you don't quite have the same, thing, but it is what it is. We make
hopefully
it work.
one day we could do like an IRL thing.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure.
Do a IRL podcast. That'd be dope.
That would be fucking awesome.
It would be.
So
rent out like a soundproof room or like a studio room or something, and like, do the whole thing.
Fuck, we could just do it in my living room here, Just fucking sit on the couch and just chat. That'd be fun.
Totally.
So, all right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching, listening, all the good stuff. The podcast has been something I've wanted to get back and going again for a while, so we're back. We'll have more episodes coming, for sure. It's not going to be a consistent thing because I've got schedules. We're all busy. Lots is happening. So, but we are back. So I'm very excited about that. The podcast was one thing that I kind of got asked a lot online about. Is the podcast coming back? Are you going to do more episodes of the podcast? And I was like, you know what? We need to. So I'm glad we're back. With that being said, thank you for watching. Stay awesome, stay safe, and rock on. And we'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Peace out.